The saga of the electoral petition Ian Patchett-Liebert versus Dr. Jeffrey Hanley continues in the legal system on St. Kitts. In the second October hearing of the electoral challenge coming out of the 5th June 2020 general elections of St. Kitts and Nevis, Labour Party representative and winner of the constituency number 1 seemed confident that he retained the seat after the counting of the rejected ballots at the Sir Lee Llewellyn-Moore Judicial and Legal Services Complex in Basseterre. When Dr. Hanley emerged from court on Friday evening, 2nd October, he made this brief comment to a small group of supporters who were waiting for him.
Based on what you would have witnessed in there, it is clear we have the ballots that we have that the lawyer is going to be...
So why you had to come back to complete the count to what?
No. The lawyer is going to make a submission based on the rejected ballots, and all parties going to agree on the election, and then any problems the judge will then
make a declaration.
Right, but from what we would have seen in there,
right.
It is victory again.
According to sources, another hearing on the matter will be heard by mid-October by the presiding judge, Justice Trevor Ward. Labour Party newcomer Dr. Hanley was declared the winner by 24 votes over the incumbent Team Unity candidate Ian Patchett-Liebert in the 5th June general elections, but Mr. Liebert filed an electoral petition in which he claimed that a majority of the 98 rejected ballots were in his favor and enough for him to retain the seat. It appears, however, that submissions from the legal teams of Dr. Hanley and Mr. Liebert are to be submitted shortly and in time for a next hearing near the middle of October. Glenn Barth, SKN Newsline. On the occasion of World Teachers' Day, Minister of Education John L. Powell paid tribute to the role teachers have played in the Federation in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. World Teachers' Day is being commemorated under the theme, Teachers Leading in Crisis, Reimagining the Future. According to Minister Powell, teachers in the Federation work diligently to bring about effective online learning classroom experiences to students all across the Federation, and have been busy reimagining the learning environment of the future.
Hundreds of teachers took the initiative to use numerous online learning platforms as a means of continuing to engage their students in learning when schools were ordered closed for an indefinite period of time. The many teachers that availed themselves to be trained in delivering education in a virtual space. From every school in St. Kitts and Nevis, teachers who became known as champions took on the added layer of responsibility to train their colleagues to teach online. This is a powerful example of teachers leading in crisis. We witnessed many teachers leading in crisis when they reported to their schools daily during periods of lockdowns and curfews to lend their support in ensuring that the students who requested a hot lunch were able to receive school meals 5 days a week. The reopening of the early childhood centers on August 10, 2020, and the reopening of the primary and secondary sectors of our education system on Monday, September 7, 2020, saw teachers taking on new roles such as online instructors, recess and lunch monitors, and health screeners. Like nurses and doctors, teachers have joined the front line in helping to contain the spread of the coronavirus.
Looking ahead, the minister said quality education systems must take into account how children learn and how they are taught with an array of technology-driven options. Glenn Barth, SKN Newsline.
It's not just iced tea and it's not cold tea. But who said we couldn't be in the middle? We are Mother Becky Quenchers, a herbal iced tea. It's a different and innovative take on using traditional herbs for tea. It's a home-brewed blend of natural organic herbs and spices, ready to drink at any time. We've turned ingredients you've used many times into something crisp, thirst-quenching, and did we mention taste awesome? Drinking tea just got better. Mother Becky Tea.
It's the new and improved SKN Newsline Android mobile app. With the SKN Newsline app, you can watch your news reports, the SKN Newsline Newscast, sports, special features, and so much more. You can also send us a WhatsApp or call us directly. Go in the Google Play Store, search SKN Newsline, and download the app today. The SKN Newsline mobile app. News on the go.
Auto Plus Car Wash, located on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastyr, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where the service is number one.
Football is back, and SK Newsline and the Voice of the Caribbean Radio are bringing live coverage with Premier League Live. Watch and listen to live football coverage on Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., and midweek games on Mondays or Fridays at 8 p.m. Games will be broadcast on SK Newsline and the SKNFA Facebook pages and Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. It's Premier League Live. Commentary, analysis, action. Never miss a game.
Travelers to St. Kitts and Nevis are likely to be completing online ED forms prior to travel after the country's borders are reopened. Head of the Immigration Department, Ms. Mercelyn Hughes, said the form is being modified to capture information required by local authorities, especially in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. The ED forms have been spearheaded by CARICOM Impacts and the OECS Commission and will provide information needed by immigration, health, and custom authorities. The form will also facilitate smooth, safe, and contactless experiences through the ports of entry, including Christopher Harbour.
E-government ICT consultant, Miss Blanchett, and my supervisor, Mr. Sheldon Jeffers, have been working tirelessly to modify the version that we were sent, the Barbados version of the online ED card, where passengers before, I think it would be 72 hours before they come to any of the destinations that will be involved in the project, will fill out that form. That information, it would have been modified to include immigration, customs, and health. That information will get to us in advance so that all the various queries can be addressed. And so that is something that we're looking forward to. Immigration benefited tremendously from the training with the tourism and health. And we're looking forward to the official opening of all the ports in St. Kitts and Nevis. We will also now be seeing the opening of the Christopher Harbour within the next few weeks. And that office should be outfitted shortly. The PS, Mr. Petty is here. He would have given it his blessing, and we're in consultation still to have that up and running. As we know, tourism is focusing now on the mega yachts and finding a home, and in order to address that, they have the capacity and the capabilities of handling such, and so we're looking forward to, as the immigration evolve and as technology evolve and as we go through this COVID-19, which the Prime Minister and Dr. Laws has said will be with us for quite a while, we have to make ourselves ready, and the Immigration Department is rising to the occasion.
In the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, immigration and customs officers have been undergoing special training vital in facilitating the reopening of national borders. Glenn Barth, SKN Newsline.
Flow 4GK and Rockets bounced back from their season restart defeat to crush Mantab 6-2 on Friday night in the SKNFA Premier League. Playing at the Warner Park Football Stadium in the second of a Friday doubleheader, Keon took control of the game in the early stages to lead 5-0 at halftime. SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio provided live coverage. Commentators Al Edwards and LaShawn Dixon.
Late to get back to his feet following those attempts.
Here comes Archibald for Keon. Champagne goes hard and low, and Champagne's find the net. Forces him back. Run by Weeks into Vince. Vince going forward. Vince can get into the goal. No. Vince sends it back to Matthew. Matthew has a shot on goal. And it's in the back of the net. It's time. The passing. Then a break. Roberts cross. Vince has it. Vince scores. Number 3. Happened Matthew round the corner. Matthew chipping it forward. Touched there by Patrick. Then Vaughn, challenger. Champion, sorry. Making it number 4. Just gives it back to Weeks. Weeks looking for a cross on the far post. Heads go up. Number 5.
Number 5. Yes, Vince this time I'm using the aerial route to take from this encounter.
Cross comes in again. Into Mantab. Jarvis can shoot. And it's in the back of the net. Jarvis scores.
Yes.
5-1.
But I think the contact came.
Player sent forward.
Was
goal. Second goal. Player going forward. A second goal to Mantab. 5 goals, 2. Gets in the box. Phillips can score. Philip does.
A brilliant one. Yes, 6-2. A brilliant finish by Philip Clark. Koniki Clark.
Call it Mala.
Yeah, Mala. A brilliant finish there. He has been threatening the Manta backline ever since he came on.
After the match, Keon goalkeeper Valentine Anthony said it was great to be between the sticks again after missing the restart on Monday night.
Well, we were motivated after the last, first game. We wanted to come out and get the win, but it didn't went our way. So we're back to the drawing board. Coach, we are here to the players, then come on, committed to it, and we just came out with the win.
First time between the sticks in a long time. How does it feel?
Well, to be honest, still a little rusty. I'm trying to get back in the groove, to finish this league strong for my team. So as you can see, 2 goals score, but time for me to go back, do some more train hard and come back out next game.
For coach of Mantab, Vaughn Patrick, it's back to the drawing board.
Go back some fitness, start working hard, come up with some new tactics, to go forward. As I'm going to do. I mean, it was a long break. I mean, some of the players them still doubt in the mind about the COVID thing. We're trying, but we just gotta go back to the drawing board and get the tactics right.
In the night's earlier match, Fastcast Settlers FC drubbed Elko Limited Security Forces 4-1. We'll have the full match results in a subsequent report. Earlier in the week, United Old Road Jets shocked Sol Island Auto Supplies Connery 3-1. Scoring for Old Road, Davin Kelly in the 32nd minute, Zayan Drew in the 51st minute, and Nickwan Brown in the 75th minute. The lone goal from Connery came from Errol O'Loughlin from the penalty spot in the 61st minute. It has been a rough restart for Sol Island Auto Supplies Connery FC as once again they suffered another loss, a 4-0 drubbing at the hands of SL Horswood St. Paul's at the Warner Park on Saturday night in the SKNFA Premier League. Connery went down 1-0 at halftime after the goalkeeper fumbled what appeared to be a harmless ball which rolled into the back of the net. St. Paul's then pressed on in the second half to finish the match 4-0. That match was part of the Premier League live broadcast brought to you by SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio in association with the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association. Commentators Al Edwards, Essington Watts and Al Richards.
Leader gives it to Freeman. Freeman finds Malik. Malik turns back, looking for support. Malik goes into Freeman. Freeman struggling to get it. Freeman has a shot, goes across the goal and into the back of the net. What a mix-up by the goalkeeper. The easiest goal he will score in his life.
Yes, I'll be about it. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Freeman was set free, but passed by Malik Clark. You know what I mean? And just like that, back in the net. 1 goal to St. Paul's. Watts.
Trying to slide the man forward. That's Akimbo. Akimbo has the cross. Ball comes into Freeman. Freeman slams it, goal 1. It's in. It is there. 2-0 to St. Paul so far.
Watts is 2-0. My prediction was 3. It's now 2 with some minutes left in the game. Goal by Freeman again. The famous Freeman, as coach would say.
Very, very good goal indeed. He slammed that one. That time was hit with tremendous power. The ball bubble around in the box just for a while. And he really lashed onto it and slammed it to give St. Paul the 2-0 lead.
One leader is the one who's pulling some strings in the midfield as well. Here they come. Petrez. Goal 1. Directly on target. The goalkeeper had no chance. Wow. Petrez Williams, the goal scorer. Petrez Williams, the goal scorer. It's now 3 goals to 0. A familiar scoreline. The last game at December 15th. St. Paul's defeated Connery 3-0. But on that occasion, one man scored all three. On this occasion, but here comes Dan Waj, trying to find Freeman. Does so now. Freeman trying to come on his favorite left foot. Ball knocked on a hand and then tackled. Double penalty? Or penalty for him. Hat tricks. After hat tricks. Could be number 4. Freeman. Goal.
Manager of St. Paul's, Darian Edmead, spoke of his team's preparedness after the match during the layoff from football, making them ready to deliver the results on the field.
Well, I think tonight the team really, came together. First half we were a bit sloppy, but after, second, the halftime, when we went in halftime, we made some adjustments. If we realized the substitutions were made, we incorporated some new players into our system. This is the second game after a long layoff, and it's going to take some time before the team really gel as a team again. And we're happy tonight for the victory that we have, 4-0. We'll take that, but there's still a lot of work that we have to do in order for us to be ready for the Super 6.
Assistant coach of Connery, Samuel Phipps, said his team has to go back to the drawing board after suffering back-to-back losses since the restart of football.
Well, it's just a tough loss. As you see, we were dominating the game. We went back to the drawing board. We beef up on our attack, our midfield, and our defense. But unfortunately, the Bucks stopped themselves. They scored 4 goals, and it's just an unfortunate loss for us.
In our next report, we'll provide you the complete match results. The much-anticipated Bastia Derby, Newtown vs Village, delivered in entertainment Sunday night, though a bit lopsided for Newtown fans. Rand's Village Superstars delivered a major blow to Escrave Newtown United's bid for a playoff spot, defeating them 3-1 on Sunday night at the Warner Park Football Stadium. Live commentary of the match was broadcast on SK Newsline and Voice of the Caribbean Radio, in partnership with the St. Kitts and Nevis Football Association. Here are the highlights. Commentators Al Edwards and Essington Watts.
Knocked over to Gums. A break. A counter-attacking break against the run of play. Gums shoots. Gums scores! 1 to Newtown. Newtown is taking first blood.
That was a very good goal indeed by the youngster. He picked up the ball almost in midfield, almost at the center half. Took it down and one-on-one with the goalkeeper and just squeezed it past the goalkeeper.
Hanley comes, chips it up. Heads go up and it's in the back of your net. That looks like Berkeley. Ajar equalizing for Village. Lawrence, Ajar, Berkeley, Jeffers, whatever you want to call him, man of many names. Today he has the equalizer. Chip nicely by Hanley. Long ball come. Johnson gives chase. Heads go up. It's Newtown. Johnson has it. Johnson flicks it over. Gives Kimari a shot and Kimari snaps it in the back of the net. Finally, Kimari finds his boot.
Oh, very good shot for Pam Kimari. That one dropped nicely for him. And he placed it to the far post there. Beating goalkeeper. Goalkeeper had no chance at all. But a very good shot indeed. Hit it hard, kept it low. And Village Superstars goes ahead. It's now 2-1 in favor of Village Superstars.
That's enough. Here comes the ball. Heads go up. And it's in the back of the net. From the corner kick. Nick Johnson scoring from a corner. And the Newtown players are distraught.
Well, that looks bizarre, Al.
So the goal scorers for Village, Lawrence Jeffers in the 33rd minute, Kimari Rogers in the 38th minute, and Dickwan Johnson in the 58th minute. Mackinnon Gums scored the lone goal for Newtown to open the goal scoring in the 24th minute. 2 players, one from either side, were sent off after picking up yellow cards during the course of the match. Lawrence Jeffers picked up his second yellow card in the 69th minute for Village, and Keon Baptiste his second in the 88th minute for Newtown. In the night's other match, a shocker, United Old Road Jets drubbing St. Peter's FC 4-2. Zian Drew of Old Road scored in the 7th minute, Nickwan Brown scored a brace in the 22nd and 24th minutes, and Tikwani Williams in the 60th minute. Scoring for St. Peter's, Tumal Nisbet in the 46th minute and Ajane Roberts in the 62nd minute. And as promised, the match results of the other games played on the weekend. On Friday, Fastcast Saddlers defeating Elko Limited Security Forces 4-1. Scoring for Saddlers, Nickwan Phipps scoring twice in the 13th and 87th minute, and Evans Roy Barnes in the 26th minute. George L. Dickinson scored the 4th goal in the 89th minute. Daniel Francis scored the lone goal for Security Forces in the 58th minute. For Flow for GKN Rockets, they drubbed Mantab on Friday 6-2. Navaldo Champagne scored 2 goals in the 28th and 43rd minute. Javern Matthew in the 38th minute. Vince Roy Nelson scoring 2 goals in the 42nd and 45th minute. And Quiniki Clark in the 89th minute. Scoring for Mantab, Kari Jarvis in the 55th minute. Jalin Burt scored the 2nd goal for Mantab in the 66th minute. Then on Saturday night, Hobson Enterprises Garden Hotspurs defeated Trafalgar South Stars 2-1. DeAndre Challenger scored both goals for Spurs in the 36th and 45th minutes, and Jovan Hodge in the 85th minute for South Stars. And as reported on the weekends, SL Horswood St. Paul's crushing Saul Island Auto Supply's Connery 4-0. Keith Roy Freeman scored a hat-trick for St. Paul's in the 40th, 61st, 65th, and a penalty in the 83rd minutes, and Petrez Williams scoring a spot kick in the 68th minute. This week will be FA Cup games. The SKNFA Premier League resumes on Saturday.
We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity Parish, St. Kitts. For all your t-shirt printing, banners and signs, promotional products, shipping, motivational speeches, computer classes, agro-processing, art and craft, and desktop publishing. Come to KVK Enterprises at Boyd's Housing Development, Trinity, St. Kitts. Telephone 661-0118 or 765-7270. Email drkhrystus@kvklives.com or visit www.kvklives.com. KVK Enterprises.